Welcome back, Clutch Nation. After a week of voting, you, the fans, have decided who will be featured in our Series 2 set. These All-Star themed inserts are based on 2019 statistics and will feature some historic clutch cards. The options range from 7 to 8 command pitchers, 19 out charts, and powerful batters with high on base. After not hundreds, but thousands of votes, here are the final 10 players you guys voted in for our upcoming Series 2 set. Coming in at number 10, featuring 37% of the vote, Matthew Boyd, or May Boyd if you play in our online Clutch League. Boyd's breakout campaign in 2019 has led him to a top-tier starter card in Clutch, improving from a 285 salary in the base set to a Command 6 510 salary beast in the Series 2 set. He's desperately what the doctor ordered for Detroit's pitching staff. Finishing 9th in the results with 39.1% of the votes is my personal favorite in 2019. The first catcher in 2019 to feature an 18-plus home run chart is none other than the Kraken himself, Gary Sanchez. His on-base 12 and righty +1 is paired with a 6-out chart and a +6 arm behind the plate, in a position where a lot of players just punt offense for a cheap defender behind the plate. Gary stands alone as an offensive machine. Expect to see him on my Clutch team this season, as many others, and I bet you, even some Yankee hater rosters. Next up and 8th on our list, with 41.3% of the votes, is fan favorite Matt Strahm. Strahm's 4.03 ERA doesn't represent his strong 1.60 whip, but you can see him in his new All-Star card that is Command 4 and righty +2 is going to be extremely useful for 375 salary. He goes 6 innings with a 2x mistake zone and is very valuable with his All-Star icon for an affordable salary. Finishing 7th in our voting with 45.5% of the votes is the White Sox backstop, James McCann, raising his batting average over 100 points since last year that has given him a nice card with an on-base 13, 3-out chart with the All-Star icon for 425 salary. The crazy part is, he's not the only White Sox player selected by the fans. Next up and 6th on our list is also from the Windy City and is one of the most controversial players in 2019. Tim Anderson, who gets a major makeover with his Series 2 card, improving from an on-base 9, 65 salary bench player to the 324 leadoff man he's become. His new card will feature an on-base 13, righty +1, 3-out chart while singling on a 6. His defense slightly lacks with a +2, but you won't find much better offense from the shortstop position. Just don't let him roll a 21 or higher on his chart if you don't want to get shown up with a dice flip. Number 5 on our voting was seen on 51.1% of our ballots and was the only reliever to get voted into the set, and for a very good reason. Ryan Presley, after being traded from the Twins last July, claims Houston's focus on analytics has largely been accredited to his post-trade success. He currently has a sub-1 ERA and a 0.70 whip, earning his ridiculous Command 7 lefty +2 and 19-out chart, making him one of the strongest relievers in Clutch history. The question is he worth rostering at 380 salary when you can get 2 innings out of Josh Hader for 435 salary? At the number 4 spot, and our third White Sox player featured in these inserts, is one of the biggest salary difference we've ever seen from one set to another. After seeming like a complete prospect flop at his time with the Nationals, Lucas Giolito has become a new man again in Chicago. He leads the league in wins with his 9-1 record and his second in ERA with a 2.28, improving his base set card from 195 salary to a whopping 585 salary. Not only does he improve his command from a 4 to a 6, he increases his chart to 18 outs and raises his 23-plus home run to a 25-plus. As a fan of pitchers with 18 or 19 outs on their chart, I can easily see myself decking Giolito later in the season. Number 3 on our list is going to be a fan favorite this year. With 66.3% of the votes, Josh Bell is coming out of nowhere this year in Pittsburgh, hitting .325 with 18 home runs while leading the league in doubles and RBIs. Along with his ridiculous on-base and power, he is a switch hitter, making him very versatile with strategy cards. Expect to see this card on a lot of rosters this season, rocking his 3-out chart and righty +1 handedness for 610 salary. This one shouldn't come as a surprise, figuring he's been in the running for a Triple Crown all season. But second on our list with 69.6% of the votes is Cody Bellinger, whose card should only be used for batting practice amusement. With his on-base 16, 2-out, 19-plus home run chart, his 800 salary nearly makes him unplayable. Sure, he has everything you want in a power hitter, except for the icons. He only has the All-Star icon, but in this set will feature some stronger cards that will take advantage of it. But will it be enough for you to plug him into your clutch lineup? And lastly, and number one in voting, with a whopping 79.3% of the votes, and after much debate between the clutch devs if his card was too good or not, is Justin Verlander. His Command 8 is a first ever by a starting pitcher in clutch, and even comes with a lefty +1, making him arguably the strongest pitcher card we've ever made. On top of his ridiculous command, he is the second starting pitcher ever, along with Tim Wakefield in his Command 3, to ever have a 19-out chart. The only thing balancing out this ridiculous card is a low-hanging 22 home run on his chart. So expect to see a lot of power die strategy cards against him when you start him. These 10 players voted in by you, the fans, will be inserts featured in the upcoming Series 2 set. Pre-orders go live this Sunday, June 16th. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for our first sneak peek at our other inserts in this set, featuring Generation Legends and Cleveland Legends. I'm Sean Norberg, and this has been Bottom of the Clutch.